Hey guys, my name's AJ. Welcome to my channel, Conscious Evolution. I decided to start this channel to have a journal, if you will, document my experiences. Because so much has happened over the last few months. So much. It's been it's been an amazing ride, and I'd like to share my story, and if this helps anyone wake up, realize who they truly are and what's truly going on in this world, then mission accomplished. So I guess we'll just get right into it. My journey started about, well, I guess if we're going back, we'll go back a couple years ago. I've always been into the whole UFO thing, conspiracies, and so on and so forth. And I've always believed, I never had a doubt in my mind that, UFOs were real. I saw one when I was a teenager or something, I don't remember. And I'd say probably about 3 years ago I started really getting into it, really heavily, like almost obsessing over it. And then around that time, shortly thereafter, I had an unbelievable thirst for knowledge. I couldn't stop. I had to learn everything about everything that I came across information-wise, about UFOs or about the conspiracies or about this or the government doing this or doing that, blah, 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 blah. And by the way, I mean, the conspiracies are, they're really not conspiracies. They're absolutely true, in case you're wondering. Yeah. Anyways, so conscious evolution. We're evolving. Like, literally, physically, consciously. We're all part of this bigger consciousness that I've come to realize not too long ago. And it's powerful stuff, and I want to share it with everybody. But anyway, I'm going to jump back and forth a lot because that's how my mind works. And sorry, not really. Anyways, you listen to my story. If it resonates with you, then great. If not, then maybe it's not for you right now. I never completely dismiss anything. If something doesn't resonate with me and it doesn't sit well with me, I don't judge it. I'm just going to sit it on the shelf, and you might come back to it later. You never know. What was true for me 2 years ago is not true for me now. What was true for me last month, I have different truths now. I mean, it's a constantly evolving truth. And the more I learn, because I still can't stop learning everything I can. It's quite amazing, actually. It's very, very interesting and enlightening. I've made so many big changes in my life recently, like in the last month, because a lot of the things were no longer serving me. I'm getting way ahead of myself here, so let's back up. We'll go back to, so yeah, I was doing UFO research, getting into all that. I'm not going to name drop, but I was getting into it, and eventually came across, and this was earlier this year, a guy, well, I'll say this one, Global Witness. I think everyone can benefit from going there. He's got a lot of truths, but I've evolved past those, and actually I believe he's kind of going in the direction to where I'm at now. But yeah, the whole religion thing never really really sat well with me. But what he said really made sense, and it really resonated with me. And wow, I never heard anyone talk about it before, and that's what I believe since I formed an opinion about it. You know, so that was pretty cool. I love Derek from Global Witness. Also I listen a lot to Jeffrey Daugherty. I love him and his channel, New Cosmic Knowledge. And I actually bought the camera here to go to the Witness in the Desert event this weekend, but something came up with my brother and he's not able to make it, and I can't do it by myself. I mean, I could. I wouldn't have a problem going by myself, but I can't afford it. We were gonna split the cost. So, decided to take a different route. Anyway, back to my story. So, found Global Witness, and, I looked at a lot of other YouTubers, and, a lot of what got me to that point, honestly, was fear. Fear porn. I mean, it's the whole, I don't even want to get into it. I don't want to have anything to do with fear on this channel. It's all going to be about light, love. Basically, those are the two decisions you can decide to make decisions with. Either in fear or love. And when I stopped living and making decisions in fear and decided that I was no longer gonna live in fear, everything changed. Everything. I mean, I've already known that, your mainstream media and all that other stuff is just a bunch of malarkey. So it really helps to stay away from that. I mean, it's all propaganda, what they want you to believe, to keep you from learning who you really are, about your true self and your higher self. And that goes along with organized religion. I mean, that's that's literally designed to teach you that you need to love something outside of yourself, worship something outside of yourself to be whole. Everything you need to know is already inside of you. You already know it. You just have to remember. But for some reason, you say that to anybody that isn't aware of these truths, they're gonna freak out. Literally. I've had people freak out. I mean, they're just so indoctrinated with this religion. Organized religion. It's like a freaking cult. They are cults. Well, Anyway. So, where was I? Back to Global Witness and all that. Yeah. So, it's been months, I actually bought a Bible. I resisted religion my entire life because it didn't make sense. Because all the stories I heard about it, they had major holes in them, and no one could answer those for me. And when I asked people, they're like, well, you just gotta have faith. What kind of shit is that? Well, here's a story about the Bible and this and that you're all supposed to believe, but it doesn't make sense. When you ask why it doesn't make sense, you just gotta have faith. Anyway, sorry, personal issues. So, but with Global Witness, he makes it make sense. And, I bought the Bible and read it, and, did some Bible study with him. And anyway, learned a lot of very good lessons there. Like what the Bible actually says, that Christ is in you. You are Christ. We all are. It's a guys. So I took that and was working in that direction. And then it was probably 2 months ago, 2 or 3 months ago now. I was going to sleep one night and I was jolted awake. Like, as soon as I had fallen asleep, it was like boom, and I jumped up. Heart was racing. I didn't know what happened, and all of a sudden, like, I just had this picture in my mind. A very strange image. That image being given to me, or me being forced to remember. I don't know what it is, but I don't care what it is. It doesn't matter. Anyways, the image in my head was with my hands all. I had like how do I explain it? Like balls of light on each one of my fingertips, like ET kind of stuff there, like fingertips lighting up, and all of my fingertips in my hand were just lit up with bright light, bright white light. And I didn't know what to make of that. What do you do with that? So I put it on the shelf, and I'd say about 2 days later, I was led to a channel on YouTube. It just came up under, you might be interested in these videos or whatever it is. And it was someone I had actually watched before when I got into, this whole spiritual awakening, and wanted to learn everything I could about that. And a quick side note, man, there's a lot of misinformation and disinformation and campaigns to lead you astray out there. Wow. Luckily I've been learning how to listen to my higher self and see where they're guiding me, where I am guiding me, essentially. It's my higher mind, my higher self, which is what Derek from Global Witness is starting to talk about, which I'm really excited to hear what he's got to say about it. But anyways, there are a lot of synchronicities that, I'll get there. I'll get to that. So, I was led to this video, this guy, and I love this guy. His name's Case. Never met him. Talked to him on the phone, a couple emails back and forth. He's got a YouTube channel called Everyday Masters. Because we're all masters. Anyways, I clicked on one of his videos, and he's talking about light coming out of his hands. There are no coincidences, there are no accidents. I don't believe that. Everything happens for a reason. Everything. Whatever you've experienced in your life happened for a reason. Everything. It's whether or not you learned what you needed to learn from that experience. Okay, see, look, I'm getting ahead of myself again. So anyways, Everyday Masters learned about this energy, this light that he pulls through his hands. So I made the correlation. I had a vision, fingertips lit up with light, and he's talking about light coming through his hands. Again, not a coincidence. So I dove into that immediately, and I'm so glad I did. So now we're going to evolve to the point of Dr. Eric Pearl. He's like the founder or pioneer of these frequencies, these energies that come through your hands. And by the way, most everybody on this planet can do it. We're not aware of it, and that's why they want to keep you worshiping something outside yourself, because once you learn who you are and the abilities you have, then you become too powerful for them to continue to control, which is what they don't want. Sorry. Anyway, where was I? Dr. Eric Pearl. He has been doing this energy light work. I guess you would call him a light worker. Which, by the way, there's a lot of misinformation with people saying they're light workers on YouTube, and they're still completely living in a fear-based reality, and I don't accept that anymore. And it's also misinformation. You're going to lead you down the wrong path. You're following someone on your path to enlightenment that still lives in fear, and hasn't dealt with their own fears, and they're going to project those fears out into their reality, and that's what they're going to live. So I'm not saying they're lying. I believe they are experiencing what they're experiencing to a degree, but that's what they want to experience. I don't want to experience that. I want to make all decisions in love, not fear. I've worked very hard recently to overcome all the fears I've had, or that was instilled in us, in me, as a child, with TV. Oh my God, if you just stop watching TV, guys. I'm telling you, stop watching TV. I mean, commercials, everything is how do I say this? If you don't consciously realize that you're being programmed, you are subconsciously being programmed by watching TV, with commercials, with the actual programs on the TV. You know, subliminal messaging is amazing, and how it programs your subconscious is out of this world. Well, it's actually very much part of this world. Anyways, see, I just like ADD. No. Anyway. Right, Dr. Eric Pearl. He's been doing this work for, I think it's been like 30 years, since the 90s. Yeah, 30, 40 years now. And, you know, look him up on YouTube. The story's amazing. I just finished reading his second book, which is called Solomon Speaks. And if you want to know what I'm talking about with these frequencies, you want to learn who you really are and what your purpose in this life is, read that book. It's called Solomon Speaks by Dr. Eric Pearl. Life-changing. Amazing. And you know, another crazy thing, this has to do with synchronicities. That I started reading that book, and I just couldn't put it down. And then, you know, eventually, it took me about a month to read the book. I just finished it yesterday, actually. But every time I picked up the book and read, wherever I left off, wherever I started to read, directly correlated with where I was in my process at that time. 100%. Not a little bit, no, 100%. It was amazing. Synchronicities are amazing. Your synchronicities are your higher self talking to you, guiding you, letting you know you're on the right path, or letting you know you're not on the right path. And I've spent a lot of time paying attention to that recently, and it is pretty amazing that we are all guided through this life. Whether or not you listen to it is up to you. We all have free will, but I choose to listen to it because your higher self knows what you need more than you do. So I'm currently working on surrendering my life to me. my higher self, and to trust completely with it, with me, with him, with I, and see how magical that becomes. It's been getting pretty magical lately, and it's freaking awesome. So, Dr. Eric Pearl, Solomon Speaks. Dr. Eric Pearl was a, chiropractor. He had his own practice, very successful practice out in California. I think he was doing it for 12 years or so. And then, long story short, he had I guess you would call her a old gypsy lady, facilitate a reconnection healing to him. You don't know what that is? Look up Dr. Eric Pearl. And then after he had his reconnection done, he started having some anomalies in his life. And then his patients started having anomalies too, similar to what he experienced. And then he would do the adjustments to his patients and tell them to lie there and let the adjustment settle in. And while they did that, they would ask who came in the room, and he would say nobody. And this happened over and over and over again, which is the same experience he had, similar experience that he had. Then 50 of his patients, 50, while laying there, letting the adjustment settle in, all went into this, I don't want to say it, like hypnosis or like a hypnosis state or an unconscious state, and started speaking. And they all said the same 6 phrases. 50 different individuals that didn't know each other, that were only connected through Dr. Eric Pearl and his practitioner, or his practice. 50 people all saying the exact same 6 sentences. I can't remember them off the top of my head right now. I'll do a video on those. I mean, that's amazing. And then he started working with this, and people were being healed, or just exposing them to this energy, just exposing them to the energy, you know. I mean, people that can pull these frequencies through their hands, they are not doing anything special. They are literally an antenna, just a conduit. They can access these frequencies, which I have been able to do, and have very much been working on developing that, and it's amazing, absolutely amazing. And it's pretty unbelievable. If you would have told me at the beginning of this year that I would have freaking frequency energy coming out of my hands and I could heal people, and I would have said you were out of your mind. Out of your mind. But now, to me, anything's possible. Literally anything. Nothing surprises me. It's, wow, amazing. I hope this video helps you guys. We're about 25 minutes. I know, about 25 minutes in. Most people's, have the attention span of a 4-year-old these days, so I don't want to go too far. This is probably already too long of a video. I will continue making videos and posting them, and I look forward to hearing what you guys have to say. If there's anything you want to know, any questions you have, just let me know, write me. I'll leave everything in the description. description below. Alright guys, love all of you. Hope you have a wonderful and blessed day. And unindoctrinate yourself. Learn everything you can. Ask questions. Question everything. And then question the answers they give you to everything. And don't stop listening to other people. You don't need to listen to anyone else. All the answers are inside of you. You know the answers to everything. You just have to remember. Oh, there's so much I want to talk about. All right, I gotta go. I love you guys. Bye-bye.